This is a CBS News special report. I'm Tony DeCopo in New York. The Labor Department has just released a new report on jobless claims showing the economic damage from the coronavirus. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us to go over the numbers. We've had 16.8 million people file in the prior 3 weeks, a huge, horrific number. What are the new numbers, Jill?
New number is more than 5 million new claims for unemployment benefits. And, you know, this is just heart-wrenching. I know it's lower than the previous 2 months, but to imagine in a 4-week span that we have more than 22 million Americans who are filing for unemployment claims, it is astounding, it is shocking, and it is profoundly sad.
That is definitely true. We've seen this come in waves, push through different sectors of the economy. The fact that it's 5 million this week, a horrific number, but 6 million last week, does that suggest we've reached a peak and we're plateauing?
Well, I don't want to be out there and saying that, but it does look like to economists when they project forward that we will start to see these claims tail off through the month of April. And that would be really great news. I think the critical question is how many of these more than 20 million Americans will be actually coming back into the labor force? That, to me, is the critical question and really speaks to how we come out of this massive recession. Some are calling it the Great Lockdown Recession.
Jill, we've been following these numbers as sort of the economic equivalent of the hospitalization numbers and the death rate numbers that we see on the health side of things. One of the disconnects on the economic side is while jobless claims pile up, the stock market has actually rebounded somewhat. What's going on there?
Well, I have always thought that looking at the stock market, it's a sign of the economy, but it's not the sign. The stock market and the economy are two very different things. Remember, what are investors doing when they're buying shares in a company? They are saying, in the future, will that company make money? And they are betting maybe months and a year or two into the future. Now, that said, there are many times in bear markets that I've witnessed in my lifetime where we've seen markets rally from the bottoms, and we're up about, say, 25, 26% from the low that we reached back in March 23rd. There are times where we've rallied up only to see revisitation of the low levels. So if I were an investor, I wouldn't get too excited about the rally, but I wouldn't be so forlorn because for most of us, we are long-term investors and we are investing for decades in the future.
All right, Jill, thank you very much. 5.2 million additional Americans filing jobless claims. That brings the total over the past 4 weeks to more than 20 million, roughly the population of Florida.